entered into the chat was by Straight Up Metal Detecting, okay? And they said, looking forward to this event, the modern day legends of metal detecting return, the two that got me started 12 years ago.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. You know, we've heard that over the years quite a bit, and there's not time we haven't thought to ourselves, and really appreciate that. Because, you know, from day one, we've always been, you know, involved, not, you know, just making the hobby as fun as we could, and we tried to make people laugh and get out and enjoy. But activity or a solo activity, we really appreciate all the support we got.
Alright, what's going on, diggers and diggets? Straight Up Metal Detecting. I am Tripwire, and today we are going to be hunting a soccer field. Don't ask me what city I'm in, because I really don't remember. But anyhow, yeah, we were up here once or twice before. I have not hit it that hard, but we did find a small silver ring up here, so that's the reason why we're going to re-hunt this. And throughout this episode, I could be wrong, but I'm going to talk about some of the rules I personally like to follow for me when it comes to me metal detecting any type of sport field, whether it be a football field, a soccer field, or like a baseball diamond or whatever. These are just some things that I personally like to do and keep like little rules involved. But the more I talk, the less we find. I'm going to shut up so we can do some metal detecting. Alright, here we are over at one end of the soccer field. I'm going to grab the detector. Now, even though, as you can see, this soccer field looks like nobody's played on it in quite some time, but I still consider it a field, whether it's for sporting events or not. And I do back up, and I do mean back up. Problem is I don't know exactly where to back up at. I'm going to say right about here. I think that this is the soccer field. Every once in a while you'll see a line very faintly going down, like I see one right now. So over here is where we are going to be. We're going to start here, and we're not going to go past that little line, because this is where I believe all of the parents sit and watch, and they're the ones that probably dropped the silver ring last time. Alright, well, this is wicked awesome. We got our first sound of the day. And it looks like it could be a penny. We're in the 69 area. That's definitely zinc. Maybe it's a zinc bottle cap on my luck. But we're going to dig it, and we'll find out what our first find is for the day. Alright, we totally called it. It is a penny, as a matter of fact, which is awesome. So I think that we may be in the right area. This is probably where the parents are sitting. But we can't just judge that. You know, this is a new phone, and I keep on hitting the wrong buttons. But anyhow, we found a penny. You guys saw that. But yeah, definitely, I think we may be in the right area. A few more coins will confirm that. All right, I made one pass from that goal post over to this goal post, and I took a step back. You don't want to go towards it. You want to go back. And then we're going to do another line like right across here. And sure enough, we did catch another sound. It took a while. There it is. Got ourselves another sound, and it's an 85. Hopefully it's something good. Let's see what it is. Alright, here's what made that beautiful sound. We had this over here. More ultra crap, that's fine. But yeah, we're going to head down this way, and there's been very, very little sounds. I mean, very little. And we're going to head down here, and if I get nothing sounding over there, there's this hill over here. And I always say, if you guys see a hill, detect it. Because I'm sure a lot of people sit on there while they watch the soccer game. Alright, here's our next find. Yeah, a giant piece of metal. It rang up in the 70s, like 71. I was hoping it was copper. I could not be more wrong. So now I get the privilege and the honor to carry this around for the rest of the day. Yay! Okay, that area was on the dead side. So we're going to try this hill over here. And we did get our first sound. There it is, but it's a 58. I just want to dig something. That's how quiet it's been. So we're going to take a gamble. We're going to roll the dice. We're going to see what this is. Well, okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we got ourselves a piece of jewelry. Very, very nice. Chances are it is fake. I don't see any marks. But then again, I don't have my glasses on. But it does have my favorite color, black. Well, actually, my favorite is blue, but black comes in at a close second. So, yeah, if you guys see hills, definitely hit your hills. I guess a lot of people who do metal detecting may not do that, but I do. So, let's continue on. Just a friendly reminder from Tripwire. Check your holes twice. That's the reason why. There's still something else here, and I almost walked away from it. Could this be the other earring? Let's find out. All right, what was in that second hole is actually this little small piece of chain. I don't know if it's a necklace or not. With that last find that we had with the black thing in there, it looked like a piece was missing. This might be the piece that is missing. But let's double check again. Gotta move that. I bet that's what it was. I bet that's part of the first one. So, cool. Anyhow, let's carry on. Well, I am happy to report that we have our first pull tab of the day. Yes, you are very welcome. I did film this just for you. First pull tab. The hills have coins. We just scored ourselves over here a dime, which is totally awesome. Yeah, we're still on the hill. We haven't moved too far because I'm actually getting sounds and signals. So, yeah, I'm going to stick around right here. All right, here we go. Decent sound. Decent sound. Possible penny. It's in the penny range, the zinc penny. So we're going to dig it. Hopefully it is a penny because I love me some coinage. All right, it's semi-live dig time. We did get it out of the hole, which is awesome. Sitting right over here. Now we said it. Hopefully it's a penny. That's what we were hoping on. There it is. Is that it? There it is. Nope, that ain't it. Where'd it go? Here we go again. In the hand. In the hand. That's a good sign. Hopefully we will find a boom. Penny. We called it on this one. Totally penny. All right. Let's continue on. All right. This is kind of awesome over here. We found ourselves this. Looks like garbage to you, but to me, possible copper. Very, very possible that's copper. And you know me, copper equals cash. And for me, it's also the retirement fund. And alas, we just scored ourselves another coin. Definitely a dime. It was actually pretty down there. I don't know what the date is. Chances are it's not silver, but maybe it is. You'll find out at the end complete, which is right after the hunt. Oh, I absolutely love this sound big time. Need I say more? 91, possible quarter. All right, we totally called it. We totally called it on this one. Alakablam, quarter. Definitely got our first quarter of the day. Hopefully we'll find about 2,000 more and I'll be happy. All right, the hill kept me busy, so we're going to get back to the soccer field. But anyhow, as you can see, we got this whole thing set up. You want to stay on the outside of the bar. Do not do it on the inside, because if you leave a hole and the goalie goes and accidentally breaks his ankle in the hole, you don't want to be responsible for that. But yeah, from the outside all the way over to here, I guess would be okay. But yeah, so use that as a guide when you're out metal detecting these soccer fields and stuff. So we're going to stay on this side. Even if you go over a little bit more that way, we'll be good. All right, nice. 79, 78. Either way, it's a high pitch, and I love me some high pitch sounds. All right, the high pitch sound did give us a coin, but what coin is it? I don't know. Pull it out here, and we got ourselves, boom, another penny. Chances are it's a copper penny, so that's even better than the zinc. But anyhow, we're going to do 2 more for the hunt series. So let's get going on that. No sooner do I take 2 steps and get another awesome... There it is. There it is. Someone like the other one. Same sound, same numbers. So, yeah, hopefully it's another penny. Penny? Did I say penny? Good Lord, I'm glad when I am wrong. We got ourselves a dime over here. Which is far more better than a penny. But yeah, I thought it was going to be a penny. Turned out to be a dime. Last one of the day over here. Boom. Maybe this is our penny. The other one I thought was a penny. Hopefully it turns out to be a dime. But yeah, this is the last one, so let's see what we got. All right, yeah, we totally called this one. We got ourselves the penny that we were looking for on the other hole. But we actually found it on this hole. Anyhow, as you guys can see, I am quite a distance away from the back over here. So I'm just going to go straight down this way. And you just repeat the same process on the other side of the field. So that's going to do it for the hunt portion. I still got some detecting to do. If I find anything that's ultra cool, I will definitely put the camera back on. But until then, here is the end complete. All right, super ultra cool time over at this elementary school. We just scored ourselves a ring. Yes, it's a nice big thick one too. It rang up in like the 70s, so I think at best it's going to be copper. But either way, I love it. We got ourselves another little ring over here. Nice. Alright, this is the end complete. This is where we go for everything that I found these last couple of times I've been out metal detecting. Over here, rust in peace section. You guys saw this one. That was a joy to drag around, but I've dragged around a lot heavier. Got a giant piece of rebar that was actually sitting out in the park. I grabbed that because, hey, scrap goes by weight. Don't know what the heck that is. This is actually the backside of a little button that they used to have back in the 80s when these were like really super popular. So yeah, I dug up one of those. It's rusted, so I figured I'd throw it over here. We got this little clip here thingy. I don't know what it is, not a clue. We got a screw. And this is weird. It's like some sort of cap that went to something or another, but I like that little hole in the middle. Ultra crap. Not a lot of ultra crap, surprisingly. We got just a little slew here. I was expecting to dig a lot more, but we didn't. Odds and ends, yeah. Miscellaneous. Not a lot of this stuff either, you know. I don't know what this is. It's kind of neat, though. I like that. For a minute, I was hoping it was a bullet, but nope, not even close. And these are just stuff where I have no idea what it is, and I give it its own little place. We got some surface finds. We got this long, stringy thing of metal that was laying around. We got a pen and a marker. We got a keychain that was sitting up there. Brain flakes. That is all. I have no idea what the heck that is. But you know, this is in the wrong area. I got this air freshener, and it'll make the ultra crap smell better. There we go. So yeah, so now we can get the ultra crap won't be as bad. We got a shiny little rock and just like some kid jewelry stuff here and a keychain thingy. Bottle caps, 3. That is it. We got only 3 bottle caps, so that's awfully cool. And pull tabs. Okay, now you guys know how I spent my weekend, digging up pull tabs. That's all right. I love it because it all goes to Corey the Treasure Hunter for Ronald McDonald House for charity. Yes, and now it is time to see what Scrappy Diggs' find of the week is. Hi guys, I'm Scrappy Diggs. I'm back at the park, and I got a weird sound today. That ain't it. Where'd it go, TW? It was here. There it is. It sounded weird earlier, but it sounds interesting now. It could be a penny. Dig it up, TW. Let me know what my find is. Well, guys, it's not my favorite, but it's definitely mine now. It's a bottle cap. It says blue, but I don't know what blue is. I'm a baby puppy. We're colorblind. But if it says blue, TW says it's blue, I guess it's blue. Yay! Anyhow, this is my find for the week. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. I'm Scrappy Diggs. Well, Scrappy did his best, and we walked away with a bottle cap. Labatt's blue, but yep, Scrappy's back on the hunt, which is totally awesome. All right, some of the cooler stuff that I found the last couple of weeks of metal detecting. Yes, we actually have a whole bunch of copper here. I got a copper pipe. Got a copper, these 2 pieces of copper over there. Here's that cleaned up version of that. It's not silver at all. Didn't think it was. I found part of a toy car. And a key. And what do we do with the keys? That's right. You donate them to 717 so you can do it to charity. That ring that we found, I think it's copper. I don't think it's gold. It's either copper or brass, but it's definitely not gold or silver. And speaking of brass, we got this little brass mechanism sitting right there. What it is, I don't know. I did find this hook, and it's an older one, so yeah, that's also made out of brass. And you know what I say? Brass equals cash. All right, we got pennies over here. A good slew of pennies. Our one lonely nickel is back. I wish he had some friends. We got 6 dimes, and we got ourselves 6 quarters. All right, now the find of the week is... All right, you guys know me. I really do not get out that much at all. I really, really don't. I don't attend social meetings. It's just the way I am. And a super shout out to the History Digger. He had a live stream with 2 very special guests, KG and Ringy, the Diggers, and these are the 2 guys that got me started in metal detecting all the way around. So yeah, this is about as close as I'm ever going to get to meeting them. So yeah, this is definitely a bucket list. So yeah, you helped me with a bucket list. Big time, History Digger. Yeah, I'm going to throw the link in the description if you guys want to check this out. It's totally awesome. But yeah, for me, bucket lister find of the week. Able to meet KG and Ringy via computer. All right, I thank you all very much for watching. You need to do me a favor. Like, subscribe, keep the hunt alive, and we'll see you again next week. Y'all take care. Later.
Detectress. I don't know. This is a little scary, but what do you think?
I kind of think we have the brain capacity to pull that one off as well.
I'm sure people would love us doing brain surgery on them. Yeah.
And humility. The humility.
Right. Right.
Therapists. We could be the therapist, you know. We are definitely exploring options with other manufacturers and whatnot. Right now, we really want to try out all the machines.
Hope is lost. Lover's been blown away. It's pouring down. One holy acid rain.